If you wake up at the same time every night, this may be why. Hello, my name is Dr. John Char. I'm a holistic practitioner, and I'm going to show you the meridian system. It's the Chinese body clock, which are 12 organ meridian systems are made up of interconnecting channels circulating one continuous flow of energy of qi, starting in the lung and finishing in the liver. About 15 minutes for the qi to flow through the 12 organ meridians. Started for each organ. Meridian systems are when the energy or qi flows most strongly through the 12 systems, which regulate the functions of all organs and tissues. Qi is never absent in an organ meridian system and is under constant tidal influence from yin and yang. The yang influence is the dominant. Qi flows is the strongest, whereas predominant yin influence induces the ebb tide of qi at the opposite time of the clock. For example, kidney qi waxes between 5 to 7 p.m. and wanes between 5 and 7 a.m. Symptoms of excess are worse through peak qi time, whereas those of deficiencies are worse during the ebb tide of qi. The approximate herbal remedy taken around peak qi time will maximize health benefits by regulating or tonifying qi flow. For severe symptoms, it is often necessary to take a dose around the ebb tide of qi and possibly again at the mid-tide. I will illustrate on the different characteristics of each time zone and how you can strategically formulate a natural health plan to tackle your health issues. The circadian rhythm disorders. Circadian rhythm disorders is a biological process that displays endogenous, built-in, self-sustained, entrainable oscillations that is adjustable of about 24-hour rhythms. They are driven by a circadian clock observed in humans, plants, animals, fungus, and cyanobacteria. The biological markers and effects. Melatonin secretions by the pineal gland. Core body temperature at a minimum. Plasma level of cortisol. Other physiological changes that occur according to the circadian rhythm. The heart rate. The cellular processes. Oxidative stress. Cellular metabolism. Immune and inflammatory response. Epigenetic modification, hypoxia or hyperoxia, response to the pathways, endoplasmic reticular stress, autophagia, regulation of the cell environment. Almost every cell contains a circadian clock. Peripheral oscillators, found in the adrenal gland, esophagus, lungs, liver, pancreas, spleen, the thymus, the skin, olfactory bulb, and the prostate. Effects of human health. Airline pilots and the cabin crew, unable to maintain sleep patterns leading to fatigue. Travelers that experience jet lags. Bipolar disorders. The effects on drugs increases the risk for substance abuse and relapse. Obesity and diabetes. Chinese medicine 24-hour circadian clock. It's harmonizing habits. Is your body in the time segment? Not enough energy, which is yin, or too much energy, which is yang, that is disrupting your organ meridian. Is your task opposite the yin or yang for that time segment? What food, exercises, meditation, work, sex, sleep, study, herbs or drugs, supplements, physical therapy, diet, and entertainment will enhance or depress the organ meridians in that time segment. What disciplines will stimulate or depress the organ meridians? Here's the organ meridian time chart. It gives the maximum energy of each time segment. For instance, from 3 to 5 a.m. is a long organ meridian. You notice that it's between 3 to 5 is 4 a.m. Next one is 5 to 7 a.m. The large intestines at 6 a.m. So between each segment of 2 hours each is the maximum energy. Again, between 3 to 5 a.m. with the organ meridian lung, it is 4 a.m. Between 5 to 7 a.m. large intestines, it's 6 a.m. the maximum energy. Review the maximum energy of each organ meridian and find out whether it's yin or yang and determine how you're going to strategize your activities for that time. Here is another example of the human body energy clock. Let's take, for example, they have different characteristics for each 2-hour segments. One is, let's take 5 to 7 a.m., the large intestines. It says, drink 16 ounces of water. Wake up and drink water. Go for a brisk walk. No caffeine at this hour. Your body needs water for a healthy colon. That's when you should go to the bathroom. 7 to 9, you have a stomach, organ meridian. And he says, eat breakfast of fruits, proteins, low GI, carbs, healthy fats. Take vitamins, pack lunch and snacks. Pause this video to review the rest of the time segments for each organ meridian, and it will give you some clues of what is best to use at that time. And you can make a strategic plan of what you'll be able to accomplish with the best energy in that time zone. Here's a chart for the best energy in a 24-organ clock. For instance, the sharpest rise in your blood pressure is 6:45 in the morning. The melatonin at 7:30, secretion stops. You're likely to get a bowel movements at 8:30. And the highest testosterone secretion is at 9. So between 7 and 9 is the best time to get sex. High alertness at 10 o'clock to 12. And that's the spleen, so that helps you do the best work that you can have. From 2:30 is the best coordination time. The fastest reaction time is 3:30. And at 5 is the greatest vascular efficiency and muscle strength. So you might do some physical exercise. Or go down to the gym and exercise. As you're getting towards the evening time, at 6:30, you can expect the highest blood pressure. So you might not want to do anything strenuous or stressful. Just calm and relax. At 7 is the highest body temperature. So you might get warm at that time. So you want to just be calm and relax. As you get towards 9 a.m., the melatonin secretion starts. So you might get a little bit tired or start to get drowsy especially when you watch TV and start falling asleep watching the TV programs. At 10:30, your bowel movement is suppressed, and from 11 o'clock all the way to 5 o'clock is sleep time. Why do we wake up or feel ill at a certain time of day? Look at these charts and give you more information on each time segment. And then you can add it up with your other charts and then formulate a activity chart of what you're going to be doing within a 2-hour span. I realize that this is a lot of work, but once you get the hang of it, you more or less can regulate your time zone and be able to get the most production out of that time. Eating with the Chinese body clock. It is used to determine where the imbalance may lie. The best time to eat breakfast is 7 o'clock to 9 a.m., and that's the stomach, secretion of the acids in the stomach. This time is our stomach energy likes warm and moist foods, nothing too rich or salty. Porridge made with oats rice or barley strengthens the body and stimulates the yang energy. Between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in the morning is the spleen organ meridian. It's peak energy for digesting breakfast. It provides the body fuel for morning activities. It's a good time to tackle difficult mental tasks and to exercise. Lunch is between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that's a heart organ meridian. The heart organ energy is peak when the yang is predominant. Eat more pungent hot foods with whole grains. In a daily cycle, we are in adulthood and able to metabolize richer and healthier foods with small amounts of cool or raw foods for balance. Your typical Western lunches are salads or sandwiches that can be too yin for many of us. If you experience bloating or fatigue after meals, swap raw salads for steamed vegetables, cooked whole grains and protein, or have a hot broth soup or stew. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is the small intestine organ meridian. Much of the nutrients absorption takes place. If you have eaten well during the morning and have a robust digestive system, now is a good time to do your physical work. However, if you are convalescing or depleted, this is a perfect time to take a siesta, allowing the body to absorb and process the morning activities uninterrupted. A light snack and herbal tea is recommended. From 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. is the bladder organ meridian. If metabolic waste moves into the kidney filtration system, good time to study or problem solve. If you are experiencing a late afternoon slump due to a lack of fuel or your body is struggling to digest what has been given, a light snack and herbal tea is recommended. Dinner is usually between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., and that's the kidney organ meridian. You are entering the yin prominence from the yang. The kidney energy is responsible for supporting us in old age and maintaining our youth and vigor. Give kidney support to prevent sliding into adrenal fatigue. Enjoy baked or roasted meats and fish with cooked vegetable grains and legumes. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. pericardium, organ meridian. That's circulation organ meridian. Time for light-hearted entertainment or activities that bring happiness and joy to the heart. You could go to a good movie, watch a good TV program, and you play games, or even have a nice discussion among the family. At 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. is the St. Geo rises, that is a network that links all aspects of the body together. Now is the time to sleep, allowing days, nutrients to the body, encouraging recovery and repair in preparation for a new day. From 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. is sleep time. It's not wise to have a short snack or any dairy product like ice cream that's mucousy, or having a drink at this time, or even alcohol or anything heavy with sugar. Is any tooth sore at a specific time? Your teeth is also related to a particular time segment. And if you have sore tooth or you feel uncomfortable or aching gums or tooth, that is usually at a particular time. And if it's repetitive, then you should check your organ clock and see if that time is correlated to a particular tooth. And then you can go ahead and work on the characteristics and see if you can balance them out. Relief of the pain or discomfort. Horary points. And each point, which is an acupuncture point, is related to the organ, particular organ meridian. For example, if you do stomach 36 by the knee, that pertains to the stomach. Or if you go on the finger and have large intestines 1, which is the index finger, you have a large intestines. Or if you go to the lung, 8 is correlated to the lung from 3 o'clock to 5 p.m. Or you go to the second toe on the right side, you're going to see it's related to the liver. And if you go to gallbladder 41, you will see it's related to the gallbladder, which is 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. Or the triple warmer, which is the triple heater number 6. Or the pericardium, or the circulation, is related to the palm, and you can see CX8. Then you can go to the kidney, and the kidney is inside the leg or medial and by the knee, and it's kidney 10. Or you go to bladder 66, which is related to the bladder from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then you go on the wrist or the small finger, lateral, almost by the wrist. And here you have circulation 8 related to the heart, and it's inside the little finger on the fourth knuckle. Here we have the Chinese organ clock with its coupled organ meridians, the yin and the yang. Is the bladder infection in the yang affect the kidney function and yin? Each organ meridian is related to another organ meridian. One is yin, one is yang. As you can see, the large intestine and lung, the liver and gallbladder, triple warmer and pericardium. We have the 12-hour connections, organ meridians, the yin and the yang. As you can see, all the relationships. The 12-hour connection is the yin and yang balanced in each related time segment. For example, is the kidney yin turned into a yang at 5 to 7? Is the kidney having adrenal stress and contributing to high blood pressure and not filtering out the urine? Is the large intestine changed from a yang to a yin? Is the patient experiencing bloating and constipation at this time? There is a 12-hour connection between one organ meridian time segment in yin to another organ meridian 12 hours apart in yang. For example, the bladder 3 to 5 p.m. is connected to the lung 3 to 5 a.m. If a person gets up at 3 to 5 a.m., the lung yin to urinate every morning is the bladder at 3 to 5 p.m. yang overactive. These are the factors to consider in balancing the time segment. Circadian rhythm disorders, environment factors, light and temperature, poor diet, drug addictions, herb supplements effective. Is your exercise resistance or non-resistance? Not enough sleep time, overwork, meditation for calming, entertainment, holistic alternative medicine needed. Every chakram has a specific time related to it to give the most energy for that chakram, related to the organ clock time segment. If you wake up at the same time every night, this may be why. They say it's an age problem. I had a urination problem, waking up 3 to 5 times a night, urinating with little discharge and a split stream. I noticed getting up with a stiff neck and stiff lower back. My urologist tested my prostate, and his analysis was that the prostate enlargement was borderline. I started taking natural supplements, prostate formulas, for 2 years with little results. I then treated my prostate for 3 months with the Beamer and infrasonic energy devices on the bladder, kidney, the parasympathetic nervous system, and pons, acupoints, with little success. I'm now investigating a Chinese herb diuretic anti-inflammatory pill developed by Dr. Li Xiaoping from China. I made a homeopathic remedy, Flomax, and took it for 3 weeks, 3 times a day. Then used the organ clock meridian chart with the 12-hour connection with their energy devices. I then noticed a time pattern started to develop. Then I got up either at 3 or 4 or 5 a.m. Now I was sleeping longer without getting up to urinate more than 1 time a night. I noticed that the lung was yin at 3 a.m. and the small intestine was yang at 3 p.m. according to the chart. I've been having bloating and absorption of my food, and I'm taking digestive enzymes and watching my diet. I previously treated the coupled organs, the kidney and the bladder, with mild results, and I figured that I should energize the lung, yin organ meridian. I started melatonin before bed, since melatonin secretes at 9 p.m. in the body and helps in digestion and sleep. I started to sleep 4 to 6 hours straight without getting up. The combination of the homeopathic Flomax and energizing the lung organ meridian with an energy device on the location of the organs helped me to sleep longer without having urge to pee. When all traditional treatments fail, look for alternative methods. Since every case may be different, try energizing your organ meridians that is deficient in energy using the organ clock. Let's talk about the variables on how you can get an assessment and treatment for your health issues. You gotta pause the video to see the contents of the chart. Doing it 28 minutes is not going to be able to show you all the details of the chart for each time segment. Use the charts to figure out your health issues. Is the present treatment working for you? If not, why? If you're doing traditional treatments, you can add that in with alternative treatments and get a healthy sort of lifestyle, because you are balancing all your time segments for every 2 hours. And you're going to feel within the good energy and the energy that you need to calm yourself down or go to sleep. Is the drug not working for you when you're taking this remedy? For instance, if you have a night urination like I do, is the drug going to work for you, Flomax? If it isn't working, what else can you do other than surgery? So you might take this alternative, which I'm doing, and finding out what is imbalanced in what segment in the 12-hour connections or the coupled organs, and try to balance those out and see if it's starting to help you. It has helped me. And then I'm not going 3 to 5 times a night. I'm maybe going once a night or even sleep through the night. If you fatigue in a young area of the time segment, you are balanced someplace. And then that connects 12 hours later to yin, where you're supposed to be calm and you're back. So consider all these factors. Make a treatment plan for yourself. Treatment strategy to improve your lifestyle. Watch the Holistic Wellness Show. It's on Olelo Channel 54 every first Thursday at 6 p.m. and every Saturday at 4 p.m. I started a YouTube natural health series, the strategies to strengthen your immune system against always being sick. It starts every Friday, 9 a.m. Hawaii time, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.